What do you do for research here?
We play with balloons, huh? So think about these ones as being your normal cells in your body, right? We're all made of billions and billions of cells. But sometimes there's some mutations that can happen, and then you get this one bad cell here who becomes cancerous, right?
Yeah.
And you know what the problem is with cancer is that these bad cells, they want to take over, and they divide and they multiply, right? So then they start to take the spot of the normal cells, and that can be the problem. So we need to find ways to eliminate these cells. And there's one treatment that I study is a treatment that involves little viruses. You know, you've been sick, I'm sure, with the flu or with the cold, and sometimes you cough. So we're trying to make cancer cells sick, because one of the beauty about these little machines is that once they get inside a cancer cell and attack it, it will multiply, and then it can spread around and attack all of these other cancer cells. So do you want to do the honor?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes there's another problem with cancer is sometimes it spreads around, right? You'll have like cells that are like way far in your body that have spread around, and these ones are too far for the viruses to reach. These ones, they will start to recognize these structures of the bad cells, right? Their color. So they can travel all around your body and then go and attack these cells and destroy them.
I think it was pretty cool. I got to see what the treatment is about, what you do in the research. A lot of the other kids don't get to know what it's about and what you do here. You get to see all the like bad cells, the good cells, and I think it's cool. What makes the CHEO so good at research?
Discoveries that have been found here that have been internationally renowned. For example, Dr. Cornelak 25 years ago identified these proteins that I mentioned about, certain proteins that are very important for cell survival. So if cancer cells you remove these proteins from cancer cells, they can be eliminated. And now they're trying to move into the clinic with some new compounds that target these specific proteins. And for example, a few years back, Dr. Stoidel also identified some new viruses that can target cancer. These viruses have been, like the news of these viruses have spread all around the world, and now there's a company doing clinical trials here in Ottawa to try to test to see if we can eliminate different types of cancer with these viruses.
Why is the research so expensive?
You know, before we were playing with Legos. Do you know how expensive Legos are? It's a little bit the same thing, right? If you think about it, to be able to do research in the lab, every little reagent, every little piece of Lego, right, is very expensive.
Yeah.
So this is where we depend on donors like you, in a sense, people that raise money.
The bell ringing is when a child has done their cancer treatment, and there's a bell down in MDU with every single bead on it. And when they're done every single part of their treatment, they ring the bell, and that's like a sign that you're all done. What's your end goal for the research?
We'd like to make an impact. We want to discover something that's going to drive new cures or have treatments that are less toxic. This is really the end goal of everybody doing research, right? Especially research on cancer.
Yeah.
I think we want bell ringings for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what it is.